That's a look up at Aura here in College Park. And a couple of doggos are getting it on. And hey there, today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. It is 8:17 p.m. The temperature right now is about 21 degrees Celsius. And again, I'm here at College Park. And once again, I am trying my hand at an HDR recording with the Insta360 Luna Ultra camera. I tried recording one on Friday night using iLog. That's one of the 3 recording profiles. And I wasn't exactly all that happy with the way it turned out, but that may have been a result of my own doing in terms of how I rendered it and how I shipped it off to YouTube. I ended up actually color grading it in Rec 709 and uploading a separate version. And you can find that video on the channel, but there's apparently some bugs with iLog, so I'm recording this one in Dolby Vision natively right on the camera. Lately I've been recording with the sharpness set to 0 or its lowest setting and negative 0.3 EV. So I've reset those back to the factory settings. Just because this thing should be tuned optimally out of the box. I just updated the firmware. But what I'm going to do is head over to Yonge Street. And I want to check out the Zanzibar sign as well as some of the lights at Dundas Square. Kind of a moody night. And one thing I noticed with my iLog HDR recording, and a few viewers noticed as well, is there was a distinct lack of detail, especially walking past people. Their faces would kind of be just a big blur. So I'm hoping the native Dolby Vision setting fixes that. But since YouTube doesn't support Dolby Vision, it'll be converted to HDR10. And I'll do that in DaVinci Resolve. I actually experimented with that earlier today in the native Dolby Vision recording versus my HDR10 Rec 2020 conversion looked identical when I uploaded them each to YouTube in both SDR and HDR. It's an interesting vehicle to be piloted to College Park. That guy's from southwestern Ontario. Okanagan. So if this goes well, I'll come back and try another HDR recording when it's completely dark out. And if you're not sure if you're viewing this in HDR or SDR, hit the settings wheel on YouTube. And beside the resolution, if it doesn't say HDR, then you are not watching it in HDR. And even if it says that, you're still at the mercy of the quality of your monitor. The lighting tonight is pretty neat. Maybe I'll head over to Victoria Street once I get to Shooter. There's a look at IKEA. And of course, as always, I'm recording in 4K 60. Canada played Switzerland earlier today and lost.
Sorry? That was just like pure.
There's that Zanzibar sign. I really should be jumping off the screen. There's a viewer of this channel who has probably the best HDR channel on YouTube. You can find that channel at Jennifer Gala. If you have an OLED TV or a nice HDR compliant TV, her videos really pop. And if you're a fan of walking videos in that format, the Virtual Japan channel is quite excellent. But if this upload ends up looking good in both formats, SDR and HDR, I think you'll see a lot more of it on this channel. Another look at the Zanzibar. My favorite steak restaurant in the city, Barbarians. Actually, scratch that, my favorite restaurant, period. It's just over there on Elm Street. All right, maybe we'll cross the street here and hopefully get away from this music. If you're wondering where the music went in the upload, that part would have to be scrubbed. Well, there's where that camper van ended up. A perfect night to be out. There's a gentle breeze, but it's still pretty warm. A lot of Brazilian fans, I think, are happy after they beat Scotland earlier. think the next round of games tonight is until 9 p.m. Zooming works no problem. And Dolby Vision, can I go all the way up to 12? I can. Apparently with the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro, you cannot zoom in log recording. Now let's go see what's going on over here, then I'll cross over.
Que tá tudo bom. Olhei pra mim, olhei pra ela, só vem
Loving the atmosphere. Uh-oh, that person. I did not notice that. That's the Eaton Center across the street. Oh, Saskatchewan plate on that Benz.
Time, Jacob Schaffelberg with the cross.
I was in the Mirvish Theater over a week ago, seeing Paranormal Activity. No one in here.
好久没吃过。
A little honking going on. Could be Bosnian fans. Nope. Morocco? There's the Elgin and Winter Garden Stack Theaters. Yeah, Morocco beat Haiti 4-2.
Hi guys. Bye.
Well, I said I might go over to Victoria Street at Shooter. All that honking led me down Yonge. Let's go somewhere a little quieter. Nathan Phillips Square will be quite loud over there. Another Moroccan fan. This construction is due to the Ontario line. Here we go, things are much quieter. Tironi TiVo happy hour. There's a Tironi TiVo. I was not aware of that. Betola di Tironi. So I think what I'm going to do is keep this one under 29 minutes, and the reason for that is I'm going to upload it, the original file off the camera, to YouTube, as well as my edited file. The Dolby Vision version will be just kind of a backup, and I'm going to see how YouTube handles processing it. In my test earlier today, it was virtually identical to the other one that I rendered out. The beautiful game deserves a beautiful pint. It's a very fancy looking place. That's Lombard Street. Sons of Thai Ramen, that place is pretty good. I've been to that location a few times. They've got one in Midtown as well. That giant flag. It's like a Mexican flag. I think I missed it. All right, let's go back over to Yonge. And just up ahead is King Street and King Station. I'm going to call it quits when I get to King and Yonge. All right, and that concludes, not includes, well, I guess it does as well, this test with the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Not quite daylight, not quite low light, but moody as fuck lighting conditions. If you see the ending credits roll by, that means I'm using the version I edited. And if you don't see them, that means this is the one straight out of camera. Another way to differentiate them is the one I'm gonna edit will be in stereo audio, and the one straight out of camera will be mono. Just do, oh, that was a nice move. Anyways, if you want to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button down below, should you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink!